So Cedric says, how did this shift happen within you? How that me dynamic disappeared? What also dies in awakening is the dream that you were ever awakening, and that you had experiences of awakening. Who do you imagine this Lisa to be? The only person we can ever talk about as Lisa is somebody in time, but time always arises here, in aliveness. Time's not the actual reality, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm happy to say what happened, seemingly. But the mind is absolutely fixated with time. It's fixated with who it is in time. How can you really say that's who you are? How did Lisa awaken? So what seemingly happened was there was a moment where in Bali where suddenly the energy of amness or beingness was no longer bound to a story in time and bound to a body that collapsed. And then also at first there was an interest in talking about it, but then that too disappeared. That too became another story. And it was in Bali, and I was eating banana fritters. This one wasn't alive then. You see, look at Khaleesi. Khaleesi is such a good example of this. Is Khaleesi her past actions? Is she a dog from Thailand? To her, she has no sense of that. There's just what's happening. She has no sense that she's a body or right or wrong actions. There's only in the human dynamic that happens. And then it becomes personalised. This energy of me begins. I am someone in time, and there's this fixation on it. There can't be suffering here, right here in this. There's only ever suffering in a story. What they did to me. What's going to happen to me. Right here, there's just intensity of beingness, which is happening, funny enough, and not happening, which is in movement and absolutely still. There's never a problem here. This is the freedom that's being talked about. The me then thinks, okay, so how do I be here? Let me put effort into being here. And it's still somebody removed being here. The mind, the me, is always focused on process. Process, how to get there. What was the process? How to happen? How to do it? And there's nothing wrong with stories and time appearing and disappearing. But they're not who you are. They appear and disappear like everything else. The me energy is holding on so tightly to who it is, repeating the story of who you are again and again and again. But if that's what's happening, that's what's happening, and there's no getting out of anything. There isn't somebody in there controlling this or writing the script. It's all appearing from absolute nothingness.